everyone, and welcome to the video where I get lost. I'm kidding, that's every video. That is almost every video that I make, but through the magic of editing, I look like, or I seem like I know where I am and where I'm going and what I'm talking about. Today I'm going to try to talk about something that I've been trying to make a video on for maybe a couple of weeks. Because every time I film it, I feel like I leave something out or I say something wrong, and since this is something that's near and dear to my heart and also very tricky to address, I want to make sure that I don't get anything wrong and I don't send the wrong message, because what I'm trying to say might not come across to you in the way that I want it to. So I guess this is take 4. I'm gonna try to address it now since I have an open road ahead of me. So the question that I've had on my mind for a while, and the reason why I wanted to make this video, was why don't I wear my prosthetic anymore? Because ostensibly that's why I decided to make this channel, was so you can follow along in my progress in learning how to use a prosthetic to ride this motorcycle. However, it turns out that I actually don't need it to ride this thing. It helps that this is a DCT, so I don't actually need the prosthetic in order to ride. And honestly, I'm a lot more dangerous using it than I am without it. Because I've learned how to ride a motorcycle without the prosthetic, so learning how to ride with it isn't just going from a baseline of 0 experience. It's going from a baseline of a lot of experience, or I don't want to say a lot, but enough experience that I would have to backtrack. I'd have to unlearn what is making me ride this successfully now. Y'all, I don't know where I'm going. So we're gonna go back home. So I decided that I wasn't going to use my prosthetic. I'm not saying that I'm never going to use it. I just need to take more time and more care in learning, in figuring out the best way to approach it. I think learning to ride a prosthetic on a 500-pound bike is probably not the best approach. I think it would be more dangerous to learn on this because I could drop it on myself, or something else might happen, and that wouldn't be good for anyone. Instead of documenting my progress on a prosthetic, I'm still going to document my progress just learning how to ride a motorcycle, because with what I have, I think I can provide a somewhat unique experience. And for all of those out there who are curious to know what it's like to learn how to ride a motorcycle with one hand, then you can follow along and see the progress that I'm making. And if you're curious, you can ask questions. And I can't guarantee that I will answer them, but I will try to. And if I get enough questions, then maybe I'll make a separate video answering questions. But yeah, I still want to continue this channel, and I think that there's still some value in me chronicling my journey to becoming a better motorcycle rider. The other reason that I'm making these videos, that I started this channel, is because there aren't a lot of people out there who are like me, who are learning how to ride a motorcycle. Actually, I couldn't find anyone out there on the internet who is just like me, in that I was born without a left hand, and I came to the motorcycle riding experience later in life. Not to say that I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but just to say that I'm out of my teens and early 20s. So I feel like I have a good head on my shoulder, but there are a lot of people out there who grew up around dirt bikes, or they have family members teach them, or they can ride on the back of a motorcycle for a while until they want to learn how to ride themselves. I haven't had any of that background. I don't have family members who ride. I'm kind of pioneering this on my own, and I couldn't find anyone who was learning to ride some kind of amputation. I met a lot of people who were lifelong motorcycle riders, and then something happened and then they got right back on the bike. And there's something just amazing about that. If you find someone like that, sit down and talk with them. So I'm putting these videos out there because if there are people like me and they haven't started on this, they haven't started on the path yet, but they are curious about it, or they want to but don't know how to go about it, or if it's even possible, or what's the first step, then that's why I'm out here. I want to show that there is someone out there who's going down this path. So I liken it to, you don't know if it's possible unless you see someone who has already done it. And of course you can blaze your own path and see if you can do it and be the first one to do it. So in my case, growing up in a small town, I didn't really have anyone to talk to about my arm and what I could do or what I couldn't do. So I never really had people like me that I could talk to, get some wisdom from them on what they've done before and what they're hoping to do. So I kind of want to serve as that too. If you are like me and you feel like you want someone to talk to, or if you just want to see someone who is out there, then hey, I'm out there. I'm out here. And if you're not like me and you want to follow along, then I am still out here. I'm happy to ride a motorcycle and I'm happy to film these videos. So this is a win-win for me. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is make this a two-parter. Every time I've tried to make this video and address this topic, I always leave something out, or I forget something, or I say something the wrong way and then I can't go back and edit it. It's just kind of a strange topic. Maybe it's a strange topic for me and it isn't for anyone else, but I still want to make sure I get it right. So I think I'll probably just make this part one, and then later on when I think about what else I want to say, then I'll make a part two on this. I wanted to make this video for a while just to let you know that this is on my mind, and I haven't really been making videos about my prosthetic or about my unique situation. I've just been making videos on being a beginner in general. So just know that I am thinking about this, and I might make more videos specifically geared towards that in the future. But for now, I'm just going to focus on being a beginner motorcycle rider and trying to beef up my skills so I'm much more comfortable on the road. But you know what? I think I'm going to go home now because it's a little chilly. So I hope that you learned something. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you have your own motorcycle story, I want to hear it. Please let me know, because I love hearing stories. I love hearing different perspectives. So with that, I'll end it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace out.